Sainers, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for helping us hit 5,000 subs. So straight off the bat, just wanted to start the video with that. Thank you so much, guys. As I promised, as I mentioned in the last couple of videos, I'll be picking a random subscriber in the next week or so, and they will win a free 2023 St Kilda membership. But don't worry if you don't win that. If we hit 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10, so on and so forth, you get the picture. There's plenty more prizes. The plan is for every 1,000 subs, I will be giving away a prize. Just like these signed portraits from Nicky Dell and Rui. So if you don't win the membership, don't worry. Please subscribe anyway, and you could walk away with prizes like that and more that I'm planning. This is probably the video that I've been pretty worried about doing for a little while now. And even more so because of the injuries we got. So I'm going to do my round 1 2023 team. My team to take on Fremantle. And then at the end of the video, I'll show you if everyone was fit, what my team would look like. This is going to be difficult. I've kind of hit up Twitter. I've done some polls, so we'll go through those as well. Just kind of get an idea on what you guys think as well. So it's a bit of a collaboration, because it seems like we might disagree on a few things. We'll start with the backline. So already I think this is a difficult one because a lot of people might like to put Cordy there, but I'm still not entirely sold that Cordy is going to play in round 1. I just don't. I know that we got him before Ross even turned up, so I'm just not even sure if Ross even rates the guy. It's still very early, but for the fact that this guy has been pretty much doing the job down back, Dougal Howard's the one that I'm just going to put there. So I'm going to pick the key pillars at the moment of like the players that are locked in. So these are the players that are definitely playing round 1. So I'm, pretty confident that Josh Battle's going to be playing. I'm pretty confident that Tim Membry is going to be at centre half forward. Marshall in the ruck. Rossi's already said that Brad Hill is going to be on the wing. So I think Brad Hill's definitely going to be on a wing. Cal Wilkie's always a lock in the back pocket. Steele, I'm pretty confident Crouch will get the gig there. And this is a big call, but I really think that this could be the making of this guy. His preseason's already been pretty stellar. It's very early, obviously, as we know, but Marcus Windhager in the guts, round 1. First bounce, I want to see Marcus Windhager in the guts. So far, this is what my round 1 team would look like. If Mackenzie is fit, DMAC, he goes on the other wing. If he's fit. I'm pretty confident he should be. Now, in terms of the back pocket, this is one that I did tweet. It said, who gets your back pocket position in 2023? And so far, we've had 62 votes. 42% have voted Jimmy Webster. 50% have voted Ben Patton. And 8% have voted other. I'm surprised that everyone's actually, or the majority have picked Ben Patton, because I actually think that Jimmy Webster's probably my pick at the moment. I think he's just a bit tougher. I think he's a better kick. So on transition, I think it's really important. Just a bit more versatile. He's a bit more attacking as well. Another one that I think is going to move into the midfield is Jack Sinclair, but just for round 1, I think he'll start off half-back flank. I don't think he'll get straight into the guts. I think we've got a lot of players that can go through there. I think he'll rotate through there. I just don't think he'll start in the guts because he's an all-Australian half-back flanker. So he should start there, you'd think. Full forward, I'm going to go with Cooper Sharman. I think he's primed. Half forward, I think Gresham should be fit. Pocket, I'm going to go Higo over Butler. Who goes on the other half-back flank? Is it a Tom Highmore? Caulfield's going to be fit. That's a tricky one. Zach Jones even could go there. I'll go Highmore just for now. I think Nasai Wanganeen-Malera probably sneaks on the bench. Half forward, JB, Butler, Mason Wood actually. Yeah, Mason Wood. He's prime for that spot. He's kind of made that his own in the last year, so I'll back him there. Go through some of my other ones that I mentioned on Twitter. I said, will we debut any of this year's draftees in round 1? 73% have voted yes. And then this was an interesting one. I said, do all 3 of Billings, Higgins, and Butler play in round 1? 54% have voted no. A lot of people think that JB is the one to miss. Bloody hell, this is hard. Hunter Clark probably goes on the bench. Although I could see Hunter Clark going here, to be honest, guys. So I'm still not sure about Tom Highmore and Caulfield. I just don't know yet. It's annoying me. Zach Jones, you'd think would get a gig. Although, again, not really too sold. Who have we got left? Seb Ross. Based on training and what I've seen, he's in all the midfield drills. He's very, very vocal. He's very enthusiastic. I think that Ross will like that and use him potentially as kind of that defensive midfielder. Maybe that unleashes Winhager to do a bit more damage. Who goes in this forward pocket? Do I just chuck Butler there? I don't think so, because you got Gresh already there. I don't think Butler makes it in the team. This is tough. This is tough. I'm honestly struggling here. All right, I'm gonna be dramatic, and I'm gonna go Filippo for debut. He's got the height, so he can kind of rotate with maybe Sharman. He's over 6'2". I would put Butler there, but I just don't think I don't think we want to go that small. Wood, Filippo, Sharman. Maybe this Medi sub could be an Owens or something. Obviously, they've only got the 4 on the bench here. I'm jumping the gun. I'm going Butler. I'm going to go Naz there to replace kind of what Brad Hill was doing off halfback. So a bit more pace. Oh, imagine having Naz Hill together on one side with Sinks and D-Mac on the other. That's not bad. Cordy not in the team, so I know that a lot of people did vote and think maybe Cordy was a chance. He's not in my team at the moment, guys. He's not in my team. I'm going with the one ruck. A lot of people probably think that we might go 2, but I don't think we need to go 2 all the time. So I'm backing that Marshall can kind of cover it with maybe the odd pinch hit, but I just think Marshall can do it on his own. Ollie Houghton doesn't debut. Keeler doesn't debut. Mitch Owens just misses out. Ben Patton misses out. Paris Van Ez. I think based on what I think would be an exciting lineup, I think this is pretty cool. So that's I'm going to go with that. I'm not convinced, honestly, Sainers. It's December. Preseason just started, so it's really hard to pick. But that's my team at the moment. Sharman takes full forward away from Kingy. Filippo is the one to debut. He wants to debut round 1, and he's going to work his ass off to do it. So I trust him. I reckon he can get it done. Mason Wood, that rotating high half forward, runs off the wing. Brad Hill gets the wing position that Rossi's been talking about. D-Max back in. Gresh is in. Sinks, All-Australian halfback. Naz running off halfback as well. Good experience. Get a bit more of the ball there. And Tim Membry locks down centre half forward, which is what he's done for so long. And Windy gets first dibs as the main man in the middle of the ground and the first bounce. So that is the team for round 1, 2023. Now, what happens if everyone was available and fit? Let's take a look. I think that'd probably be my team if everyone was fit. I'd get just King and Hayes back, a bit more height. He would rotate with Rowe. We'd still have Higgins, Gresham, and Wood, and then Butler. So there's some good ground ball representation. I would still have Hill. I'd still keep Naz there. I think it's just good experience for him. Windy in the guts. No JB still, no Caulfield, no Highmore. But our backline wasn't an issue last year. Like, as much as people say that we needed to get another tall, which I agree with, it wasn't the issue. Like, we didn't concede big scores a lot. We were actually probably top 8 for defensive numbers, but it was going the other way and kicking goals that was the major issue. So I think, those two are the only main 2 that I'd put in. And at worst case, Naz would probably be a sub, and Caulfield or Highmore gets that gig. But I think just because they're going to be out for so long, I think that whoever's fit for longest will get the gig. Ross, not guaranteed to stay in this lineup for much longer, I don't think. Jones is on the chopping block big time. Hunter Clark needs to prove himself. So does Dan Butler. So I think these guys get first dibs just because they need to prove themselves. And if they don't operate well in round 1, then I can see Owens, Caulfield, Highmore, these guys, smashing down the door to get those positions on the bench. I'll leave it there. I think that might be it, Sainers. I have no idea. This is just my opinion on kind of what I would go with. So that's my team if everyone was fit. Not a major change. And then earlier in the video, you'll see my team for round 1 based on the injuries that we have currently and who I would select running out against Fremantle on March 19th, 2023. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, please drop a like, comment your thoughts, tell me what you would do differently. Obviously, everyone would pick a different team. This is my team. A bit probably undersized, I would have to say, but I do like a bit more movement, a bit more flexibility, and better ball use. And a lot of these players you can tell I've picked based on the fact that they can kick. Webster, Wanganeen, Miller out of the back half with Sinks, and these sort of guys as well. So that was really important to me. I think we've got good height, good smalls, and I think the midfield's, you know, got enough grunt there and flexibility with Gresh rotating through there, Hayes rotating with Marshall. I think that works well, you know, as a full strength team. So hopefully you enjoyed that, Saners. If you did, please also subscribe. We just hit 5,000, but as I mentioned, if we hit 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, every 1,000 subs, I'll be giving away a prize to a lucky subscriber. So if you don't get the membership next week when I announce that, don't worry, there's plenty more prizes to come. So make sure you subscribe and you might win one. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week. And as always, go you mighty Saners. See you guys.